Do you know the names of your neighbours? I remember moving into my house a couple of years ago, and amongst all the craziness of the moving process, our neighbours on both sides introduced themselves to us. It was really nice, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought about the opportunity it presented. We have a low wall in our back garden between our house and one of our neighbours. So low, in fact, that we can see each other when we're in our kitchens. And when we moved in, I think I looked at it and thought, that's quite annoying. But it's proven to be a real blessing. It's led to regular chats with the couple living there, learning more about who they are and about their young son and their pug, of course. It also leads to my personal favourite interaction, where myself and the dad nod to each other every evening while we're doing the washing up at the same time. It's also a really easy and natural place to talk faith. Since they learned we followed Jesus, they come to us with questions or tales of their niece's christening that they just attended. This relationship and others with those around us feels really purposeful. Not that I'm about to imminently convert them to Christ, but more that when I see them on the street or over the wall, I'm not feeling like my privacy is being invaded, but instead that I'm being invited by God to be faithful there in those interactions. When Jeremiah writes to the exiles, he encourages them to seek the shalom of the places they are. If the city becomes a place where all people are able to flourish, the exiles themselves will prosper. He's telling them, in effect, to be good neighbours, be courteous, be generous. We may also be familiar with Jesus' greatest commands. He tells us to love the Lord our God, firstly, and then instructs us to love our neighbours as we love ourselves. Be a good neighbour. Being a good neighbour isn't something unique to Christians, but doing it with the mindset of one who knows that they are working deliberately and purposefully for shalom on their street is different. Asking how they're doing, being friendly, and finding small ways to help or bless them. Trying to remember their kids' names, offering them parking permits when they've run out, offering to shop for them when they are unwell. The kind of stuff that most neighbours would want to do for each other, but with a heavenly purpose that knows these actions are somehow, some way, working towards the restoration of creation. If God's in the business of restoration, so am I. How do you see your conversations or relationships with your neighbours? Think about those living around you. Do you know their names? Let your group discussion start there.